marathonjourney.com v5.07, where I use Jeff Galloway walk run marathon training method to get up early and get in 23 miles today. That's what's on the schedule. 23 miles, a little bit later start than we had on our 20 miler because we have active lightning in the area, so we had to wait until that dissipated. But we have actual precipitation. Not raining currently, but at least it's going to keep the dust down. So we're going to get out, get the first few miles in here on the road, and then we'll come back and hit the trail. All right, that was an exciting 11.5 opening miles on urban roads. A little humid, not terribly cool. I think it got down to about 63 degrees was the lowest that it got, and it's on its way back up. Luckily, we've got some cloud cover. So far, no rain. So we're re-geared for the trail, and we're going to head out, finish up the second half out on the trail. We'll get 23 miles in today. Call it good. Well, that's 23.04 miles in the books. We got it done. The weather held pretty much beautifully. Scared me to death with 1 mile to go. There's a huge chunk of blue sky and the sun came out, and just instantly it got hot. I was thinking, oh, the last mile is going to be a baking slog, but the cloud slid back in front of the sun and it cooled back down enough to make it a pleasant 23 miles. Some sprinkles throughout the run, which was nice. Cloud cover was there. We had some wind early, which was both kind of a blessing and a curse. It kind of cooled things down a little bit, but of course running against the wind is never something that you like to do. When we got out to the nature area out by the river on the trails, the funny thing was we had rain this morning, which delayed our start, and there were pools of water along the trail, just throughout the trail, and every one of them was alive with frogs. You'd run by, and before you'd get there, you'd see the surface of the water just start to light up, and frogs would jump out of the pond or jump into the pond, depending. Just a little puddle. Just a plague of frogs, just about. And then as we were closing in on 17 miles, we got to a spot where someone obviously had way too much time on their hands and did one of those spooky stacking the rocks things. And that was kind of nice to take our minds off of it. But all in all, a fairly decent run. Now, that's not to say that that was a 23-mile walk in the park. There are times on any long run when you are going to have things pop up. It's going to hurt. Oh, my butt hurts. I have a cramp in my right calf. I have a blister on my toe. Whatever it happens to be, those things are going to happen because it's a long way to run. Duh! If it was easy, everybody would do it. So as you're out there, just kind of figure out why, if you can, those things happen. Think about how it is that you can try to mediate them, and if it's something that works, stash that away in your toolkit, so if you're out on a marathon course and something like that happens, you can open up that toolkit and say, aha, I had that happen on that training run and I know exactly what to do. And that way you'll be a well-equipped runner. But you're not going to be equipped for anything unless you open up that door, put one foot in front of the other. And if you do that, I'll be seeing you out here on the road.